Hi, I'm back again giving unsolicited hair care advice. I do just want to say that I am not a beautician, a hairstylist, or any type of hair professional. I am just strictly speaking off of experience with my own hair. So this video, I'm going to give you guys 3 tips that I live by. These are not the only tips that I live by whenever it comes to my hair, but if I were to give advice to someone that was just starting off with hair care, this is what I would tell them. And first, in no particular order, but these would be the 3 things that I would say. Number 1, I would say figure out what's wrong with your hair. And whenever I say figure out what's wrong with your hair, is it dry? Is it brittle? Is it breaking? Like, what is it? Is it not defined? What is it? You have to go after products that target what you are wanting to achieve. So if your hair is dry, you want products that are moisturizing, that are hydrating. If your hair is brittle and is breaking, you want restore, repair, proteins, basically. Now, I will say this, you can do that. However, too much of each one is a bad thing. You can do moisture overload and you can do protein overload. So moisture overload, you will know that you have it. Your hair is going to feel like mush. Like, I can't explain it, but it's gonna feel very puddingy. Like, it's gonna feel like mush. Protein overload, your hair is gonna be really hard. It's gonna be straw. It's gonna be stiff. So you do have to balance them out, but you do have to focus on the problem. So if your hair lacks moisture, and let's say you wash your hair once a week, which is what I would suggest, I would do 2 weeks of focusing straight on moisture, and then that 3rd week, or maybe that 4th week, I would throw in a protein deep conditioner just to offset it. So that you're not getting too much or too little of one thing. Now, I will say that if your hair is dry and brittle, that I would just alternate each wash day, or I would incorporate different products. For me, I don't use protein-based shampoos, let me say that. I don't use repair, restore protein shampoos. I only use moisture and hydrating shampoos. However, I have moisture and protein deep conditioners that I pick and choose from. So when I feel like I need to just throw some protein in, I'll get my reparative masses and choose which ones that I want to use. So just to clear that up so that no one is like confused on that. If you have any questions about that, just you can leave them in the comment section. The second thing that I would tell somebody is just to be very gentle. And I did say that in my last video. Listen, if you are rough with your hair, you're creating breakage. You're already suffering. You don't want to suffer anymore. Be very gentle. And this is just going to be, I guess, an extra tip is don't rush doing your hair. Because whenever you rush doing your hair, you're not gentle with your hair. And you're going to be ripping it out, or you're going to be tugging on it a little harder than what it is. And when your hair is wet, it's brittle. So you need to be gentle with it. So make sure that you're carving out enough time in the day so that you can do your hair, so that you're not rushing, so that you can be gentle with your hair. If it's hair wash day for me, don't plan nothing with me, because I'm actually not going, because I don't like going nowhere with wet hair. So yeah, be gentle with your hair. And my last tip that I would give to you guys is have a routine. Have a routine. I have a routine. Pre-poo, shampoo, deep condition, style. That's my routine whenever I wash my hair. And we don't go off that schedule. Anytime that I fall off of that schedule or that routine, if I don't pre-poo, I spend more time detangling my hair during the styling part of it than I should have. So make sure that you have a routine. Not only in the steps that you take for your hair, but also in your products. If you buy a product and you use it one time and it does not work for you, keep using it. Using a product one time does not tell you if that product is going to work or not. You have to consistently use it. Remember, your hair is suffering. You can't use something one time like, oh my gosh, it made such a big difference. You have to continuously use it to see if it did make a difference, because you will not get a drastic change after one use. Maybe about 3 or 4, but the first time it's like trial and error, to be quite honest with you, to see if you actually do like it. But don't just use a product once and be like, no, this is not for me. Use it a few times, and then if it's still acting the same way that it was whenever you used it the first time, then no, that product is probably not for you. Speaking from not using a product just one time from a damaged hair perspective, if your hair is healthy, you can pretty much tell if it's going to work the first or second try. But if your hair is damaged, you don't know, because pretty much your hair is damaged. You're trying to figure out what goes well with it, so you're going to have to use it more than just one time to tell. Now, if, like I said, if you don't use the whole bottle and you get the same results as the first time, then I would say go try something else. Definitely go try something else. Also too, I mix products. So sometimes in my wash days, I don't use the same brand from start to finish. I don't. Actually, looking back at it, I don't. I start with one brand and end in a different one. Sometimes you have to mix those shampoos, deep conditioners, styling products. You have to, what works best for your hair. Because sometimes just because I love a shampoo from a certain company, their styler, I don't like it. So try mixing products. Now I will say some products don't mix well together, and that could be your problem. That it's not the actual products, it's what you're mixing together that's not actually meshing well together. And I guess that can be like an honorary tip is that. So if you guys have any other questions, you didn't even ask for this video, but if I could come up with any other things about natural hair, I'll just make another video. So until then, peace.